each other and we are off our mics and we give each other tags if they need it, okay? But we try to act like audience because we want to be the faux audience members for them. I mean, I'm saying you don't have to like, but you know, chuckle or two would be nice, you know? You don't have to go far, but just get the fuck out of here. Okay, all right. That's right. My college degree comes out every now and again. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right, clap it up right now for my friend and yours. Give it up for E1.
Yeah, no, I don't make as much money as I used to, so I can't go out every day like I used to. So I gotta choose like Tuesday or Wednesday, you know? And so a lot of times I'll just choose Tuesday. Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, yeah, I saw the new Kendrick Lamar video at the Compton Courthouse, you know? And I was thinking like, this is probably the last time you'll see a video like this. Because nowadays Compton is like half Mexican and stuff. Yeah. That's why the song's called Not Like Us. Yeah, in the video, like Kendrick's like beating on a pinata and stuff. I was like, they probably bought that pinata right across the street from the Compton Courthouse. Most people don't know this about Kendrick Lamar. He saved some dude's life about 5 years ago. Yeah, him and his buddies were like walking through his cave, and they came across this dude that had been stuck there for like a couple days, right? Saved his life, you know? He was like a professional caver too. He wasn't like a scientist or a tour guide or nothing. Nah, he was a miner. I'm a bit of a history nerd, right? I like to, I focus on a certain subgenre of history, right? And that is military battles in which a weaker force defeated a stronger one, you know? And then, like, over the years, I've become kind of an expert on the subject. And there's many ways to do it, right? One way is if you're in a battle and you can surround the enemy, then you got them, right? Like there's the Battle of Carhae, Cannae, you know, many battles. Anyway, another way is like to just run away from the enemy, right? Just keep running away, and as soon as they get tired of chasing you, you turn around, you hit them as hard as you can at their weakest point, right? And then you run away again, right? And then you run away, and the same thing. As soon as they get tired, you turn around and hit them at their hardest point, right? George Washington did that, you know? And so did the Viet Cong, right? Now, none of these, there's at least 5 ways, you know, but none of these are guaranteed, you know? That you just gotta give and take. The only one guaranteed way in which a weaker force can always overtake a stronger one is to marry, or to get married. Alright, one day, a young person will come right here, right? And then they'll start saying some very familiar jokes, you know? And then, like, one by one, you'll hear them and you'll be like, wait, I've heard those jokes. And you'll be like, hey, those are E1-Oong's jokes. And that young person will be like, yeah, I know. E1-Oong is my dad. And your brain is gonna go, yeah, I got kids, you know, most people don't know. Like, I got a whole bunch of kids, you know? Yeah, like how many is a whole bunch, right? 7. Yeah. Yeah, I got 3 girls and 4 boys. So like, you know, once you have 7 kids, you don't gotta prove nothing to nobody, right? Hey, you can't fuck with a dude with 7 kids, you know, like what? You know, even if you kill me, one day one of my kids will come looking for you and shit. Yeah. They'll cut you up in Godfather style and shit. Okay. Yeah, and they'll be like, E1-Oong was my dad, you son of a bitch, and you're like, ah! Yeah, you know, everybody wants to be a comedian and shit, but most people don't have the talent or the balls. I know I'm gonna be a good comedian one day, because hell, even my balls are talented.
Oh.
Alright, here's some new jokes. These are kind of church jokes, which is always fun. Oh wait, what am I thinking? Let's see. I do not have it. Yeah, where's my thing? I think I dropped it. I must have dropped it over right here. No. Oh well. Let me try to remember them. All right, here's one. Yeah, you know in the Bible it says to love your neighbor like you love yourself, right? So I went next door and I jerked them off. Why should you always bring a basket of apples to math class?
To give it to the teacher.
No, because it says in the Bible to be fruitful and multiply. Yeah, you know, I was watching this guy getting baptized, and I was thinking, like, it's kind of weird, right? Because I'm pretty sure when you get baptized, it's supposed to be like in a river, not in a fish tank. Yeah, some churches get creative with their baptisms, you know? Some of them will just baptize you with nothing but a bottle of water and shit. I'm like, is this like special water or something? Like, I don't know, it's Dasani. See, yeah, Christian, you know, it's kind of weird how nowadays Christian is kind of like a verb now, right? Because I am Christian, but I'm not Christian. If anything, it's more like, psst, I'm Christian. All right, here's one. The car company Volvo is creating a sister car company tailored to women's drivers. Yeah, this one's going to be called Volva. I don't know how I lost whatever it is. Dropped it on the way to the stage. All right, you know, as a native Angelino, like, I'm a bit of an expert at earthquakes, right? I felt it my whole life. Like, the first thing about earthquakes, if it's not a 6.0, it's not really even an earthquake, you know? Yeah, it's just like a little fucking tremor or whatever. Like, anything other than 6.0, you don't even have to change your life, you know? Like, if you're sleeping and a 5.9 hits, you just go back to sleep, right? Nothing's gonna happen. But during a 6.0, yeah, things, you know, that's truly a national tragedy. Like, people will die in a 6.0, like around 30 of them. Like, most likely, they'll get squished by their crappy apartment, or they'll be driving on a freeway bridge and the bridge will collapse and shit. So, like, if you're in a big earthquake and you're in a building, just go outside, right? Because if you're outside, an earthquake cannot hurt you, unless you're driving on a bridge, right? Then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to pull over, you know, put it in park, and then you put your head between your knees, right? And then you kiss your ass goodbye. Let me try this. Yeah, you know, England is just like America, right? Except everything's kind of like opposite and backwards over there, you know? They like drive on the opposite side of the road, and they have like a king and queen. And they play baseball over there, but it's like some kind of weird, bizarro baseball, right? Called cricket. And then same with football, you know? It's like some bizarro type of football called rugby. And then, yeah, in England they call soccer football. They don't even know what the word soccer means over there. In England, soccer is what you do to your wife. The soccer. There's another nuance, I don't know. All right, I learned that the Hoover Dam has enough concrete in it to make a 4-foot wide sidewalk stretching all the way around the world. I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of damn concrete. All right, poker is the #1 card game in the earth. It's also how I ask my girlfriend for sex. Poker.
Nice.
Oh, okay, there you go. There's some more church jokes. Yeah, the Lord, or God blesses the faithful, you know? But some he blesses a little too much. It's like, whoa, excuse me, man, can you put on a sweater or something? Yeah, I came here to worship God, not to fight Satan. Okay, you know, a lot of, especially black people, would like to tell you that Jesus was black, right? But nobody really knows, you know? What we do know is that Mary was like a Palestinian Jew, you know? And so whatever Jesus was, he was half whatever Mary was, and then half whatever God came down as. So he could have been half black, you know? He could have been half white. Hell, Jesus could have been half Asian. But I think we all agree that Jesus wasn't half Asian, because he never had any money. Yeah, the last time I drove through a hailstorm, and my windshield got all smashed up and shit. I was like, oh, hell no! Yeah, you know, I'm a bit of a raceologist, right? Like, I study the differences and similarities between the races. Like, for instance, one thing I noticed is, like, white people are the only people that will use the back of their cars to, like, display their political beliefs, you know? Like bumper stickers and all sorts of things, like coexist and, like, everything. And, you guys are the only ones that do that, right? Like, if you ever see a black guy with a Harris Walls bumper sticker, I guarantee you he's driving his wife's car or something like that. Actually, if it's a Harris Walls bumper sticker, it's probably driving his husband's car. Gay! Oh, there they are. What the hell? Where'd they come from? Anyway, go back to this. What do you call a guy who can make a business suit real fast? Taylor Swift. It's weird how language changes over time, right? Like nowadays, if a guy came up to me and told me he was gonna blow my brains out, I wouldn't know whether to run away or pull my pants down. Yeah, you know that thing going around last year about if you're a woman and you're alone in the woods, would you rather run to a bear or a strange man? And a lot of ladies chose the bear, right? I think that was just ignorance of bear knowledge. Because I ran into a bear alone in the woods once, and he fucked the shit out of me. And earlier this year, scientists reported for the first time 2 male humpback whales having sex. Yeah, Warner Brothers already gonna make a movie about them. Yeah, they're gonna call it Humpback Mountain. Yeah, most people don't know this about me, but I lost like 200 pounds last year. Yeah, I got divorced. Yeah, you know, whenever I have sex, you know, I never last as long as I'd like to, you know. I'm always like, come on, penis, hang in there. It's always like, yeah, screw this. Blech. Yeah, I've had sex with all different types of women, like white, black, Asian, Hispanic. You know, in my opinion, Asian women give the best blowjobs. Yeah. If any of you ladies like to prove me wrong, you can meet me in the bathroom after my set. See. Yeah, you know what you call a person that's mixed black and Asian? We call them Blasians, right? And someone who's mixed Mexican and Asian, well, we can either call them Mexicans or Masians. And you know what we call a guy who mixed white and Asian? Asshole. Yeah, you know the national dog of Korea is called a Chindoke. It looks kind of like a husky, you know, but it's like a golden brown color, and it tastes like ham. Yeah, I think Shaquille O'Neal's like the happiest man on earth, right? It's like, oh, he's so jolly, like everyone just loves him, right? But I think he's always so happy because he's never been bullied before. Yeah, like how you gonna punk some guy who's so tall his crotch is in your face, right? Nah, you know? You're like, what's up, Shaquille? Give me your fucking lunch money. Never mind. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I threw on my back. It was really bad, you know, so much pain, I could barely walk and shit. But then my neighbor, she massaged my back. She's like this masseuse. And all the pain just went away and she was great. Yeah, I'm totally gonna go back to her after this. And this time for a pulled groin. I was talking to the dude the other day, he told me Persian. I was like, you're Persian? From Persia? He was like, yeah, where are you from? The Han Dynasty, I guess? And you know, one of my buddies told me that if you scratch your head a lot, that's what makes you go bald, you know? But I don't know about that, because my balls are still hairy as hell. Let's see, all right. Oh yeah, I think I know how Jesus got 12 dudes to follow him. You know, he'd walk up to him like, hey, you want to give up everything in your life and come follow me? No, I can turn water into wine. Let's go. Yeah, you know, the price you pay for God's love and ticket to heaven or whatever is simply faith, right? Well, that you have to obey God's, you know, rules and shit. You can't just be stabbing people like, I believe, I believe. Hey, you know, California is now #1 in road rage in the whole country. All right? Finally, all my hard work is paying off. And I say elephants never forget. Yeah, it's true. That is until it's their turn to take out the fucking trash. What's red, white, blue, and brown? George Washington's poop. All right, you know, we celebrate Chuseok, or Thanksgiving just like everyone else, right? Koreans. And but we celebrate with our dead relatives, right? Like what we'll do, we'll set a place for them, you know, like food and stuff. And then we'll put their pictures there, right? For our family, it's my grandparents and my aunt that passed away. And then, you know, we have like a plate of food, right, in front of the picture. Throughout the meal, like get a bite of food and like put it in this bowl, you know? And same with liquor, right? We'll like get a shot of soju and like swish around this incense, like pour in the bowl. It's kind of like symbolizing like if they're there with us, eating and drinking with us, you know? And so also we'll get their favorite food. Like my grandmother, her favorite food was like this type of fish, like this red snapper. So we always have that fish in front of her picture. And then my aunt, hers was like this pork belly. It's kind of like these thick slabs of bacon, kind of. And we have that in front of her picture. Now my grandfather, what we'll do is take a picture of my grandmother and we'll like put it under his like this. Because for my grandfather, his favorite thing to eat was my grandmother's pussy.
Nice.
You know, if you hit a target right in its center, it's called a bullseye, right? That's kind of a strange thing to say, because when was hitting a bull in the eye ever a thing? It never was, right? Yeah, if anything, they should call it girl's eye. And, you know, the national dish of Korea is kimchi. It's just like pickled cabbage with chili peppers and shit. That's it, you know? Yeah, you eat that crap for a couple months, even you'd be like, we're cooking that fucking dog. Yeah, I did my 23andMe last year, but the results were kind of confusing. And they just sent me back a pair of chopsticks. Let's see. Yeah, you know, the way we talk about sex is kind of weird, right? Because you don't do sex, you have sex, right? Kind of like having a meal. Yeah, there's like the first course, main course, intercourse. Yeah, rules are rules. You can't break the rules, but rules are kind of like penises, and they can be bent. Comedians always tell you two things, right? They always tell you when they just get booked on a show. They always tell you when they just had sex. That's a bit juvenile, right? Like myself, I've been booked on a show in months. But I did get laid last week, so how many do want to out here? Thank you.
Keep it going for Iwan. Oh.